Hey Frank, this is Charles. I just want to say Frank Kern rocks. Mass Control rocks. Your new persuasion course rocks as well. So you say, well, Charles, that's cool. Now, what do we have here? Well, actually, interestingly enough, this word here says kinetics. This is actually at a private invite at ClickBank. Now you say, well, Charles, how do you get to a private invite mastermind at ClickBank? Well, I'll show you exactly how. Well, first of all, I got inducted into what they call their top vendors. This is a certificate from ClickBank saying, Charles, you're one of the top vendors in 2010. Pretty stinking cool. On top of that, guess what? Also, remember the ClickBank Apex Elite. That's for the top 100 affiliates at ClickBank. Not too many people are actually in both programs. I'm in their Premier program and then also been in the Apex Elite program. So ClickBank likes to hear what Charles has to say. And actually, I got all this because of Frank Kern. I know this is crazy, but what happens, I started using Mass Control on my market, started using it in my niche marketing, started using it on my internet marketers, and I'm going to be honest with you, this stuff is almost damn dangerous. That is the... It's scary to say that, but this stuff is simply dangerous. Let's go ahead and get started with my niche market. We'll show the woodworkers, but we'll get to the internet marketers in just a few minutes. Let's look at this. This is a list. Charles, the list appears to kind of be old. Yeah, I kind of got the list started in 2006. That's very important because most people that have a list that got started in 2006 are pretty much dead. Well, let's go ahead and go to let's go to right now. So the list we're talking about here using Mass Control is a few years old. Get a load of this. I want to show you this little email I sent on 8/13. Weird trick to cut your power bills. 7% open on a list that started in 2006 using Mass Control, using a us versus them classic Mass Control. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sales here. Let's find the 13th, 8/13 of 11, just so we're not pulling any shenanigans here. This is live. You can see right here, here's the whole secure HTTP login thing. $1,018.49 need to be correct here. $1,018.49 from an email. From a list that's very, very old. Got a 7% open. That's 3,000 people open this email. Now, issue is you can't get 3,000 people to open your email if they don't love you. You basically have to develop your own cult around this. 7% open. $1,000 from an email. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let me follow up with another us versus them. Weird trick to cut your power bills again using classic Mass Control. There again, another 2,963 people opening the emails. And let's take a look. That's on 8/16, just so you know this is being faked or anything. 8/16 here, and what do we have here? $817 just from this right here. 2 emails, $1,800 from 2 Mass Control emails with an us versus them. I don't know about you, but that absolutely rocks. Let's go ahead and take a look at this a little more. Well, Charles, that's these niche woodworkers. They might fall for anything. And go over to the Warrior Forum. Now, if you want to talk about a place where if you try to pull any shenanigans, they will hang you. Rightly so. You need to be hung. But this is actually in the Warrior Forum, and if we just go ahead and scroll down, this is actually the Warrior Plus system. Get a load of this. Charles Kirkland is the 10th most popular seller of WSOs, and guess what? I started selling WSOs I think in April or March. Not very long ago, and I really haven't put a lot of effort into it. I make great products, but just using basic Mass Control stuff, I have become the 10th most popular seller. I was much higher up here, but I hadn't done anything recently, so that's cool. And we're talking Warrior Plus is the management system for selling WSOs. If you pull any kind of shenanigans, guess what? They're going to kick your ass out. So what does Charles do? I do what I do best. I use Mass Control. I just happen to be cool. And guess what? Sell a ever-living boatload of stuff to become the 10th most popular seller. Let's go over here to WSO Pro. And let's go to my listings. And let's look at these. These are my WSOs. So, I hadn't sold a bunch of them as compared to what a lot of people have done. But I want to show you something I think is really interesting. Watch this. Let me scroll down here. And oh, that's today's sales. Let's go to all time. Let me pop this back up here. All time. Just give me 1 second. As you can tell, I'm somewhat technically inept some days. Let's look at this. All time 18 WSOs, $95,000 from 18 WSOs. And just so you see here, total revenue 95,000. I think I started this into March, April, somewhere in that ballpark. First WSO I've really done in years, and this is the number of sales, by the way. Just so you know, I'm not pulling a fast one. Look at total sales right here. Sales, visitor value, blah blah blah. Come down here. 3,084 sales on the first WSO. Now, I don't know about you, but that's stinking insane. Out of my 18 WSOs I've done total, which really probably isn't correct because this one I hadn't done anything with yet. I'm going to do something with it, just hadn't done it. But let's just say 18 of them, 11,419 buyers. Now, I don't know about you, but you can do some serious affiliate damage or damage anywhere with basically 11,000 buyers. Well, there's a problem with this. I really don't have 11,000 buyers. As much as I would like to have 11,000 buyers, these are individual, unique sales. Actual buyers, I have a thing. Most of the people, here we have 4,800, most of the people that have bought one of my products have gone on to buy multiple of my products. Now, can you pull any shenanigans if you're like trying to sell crap and hype it up like everybody else going, look at this, it's going to make you millions. Push 3 buttons. Relax on the beach. You can't sell crap like that. And you can't pull shenanigans like that. While everybody else is using hype to sell everything, what is Charles doing? The super cool dude. Using mass control, just being me, just being cool. 11,000 sales, $95,000 in gross sales. Kind of insane. Now, let's get to some even crazier things. We have, 4,814 people on this buyer list here. Now, this is crazy. People say, well, Charles, you need a big email list to make money. Not if you use Frank Kern stuff. Look at this. Opens, 31% open rate. Yes, we are an AWeber. You see right here, this isn't being faked. I know somebody said, well, he may be photoshopped it or something. No, man, I can't even use Photoshop if I had to. 31.9% opens. I mean, look at that, opens. Who do you know that gets a 31.9% open rate? Get a little the click rate, 27.9. 1,343 clicks. Look at that, I'm sorry, 1,343 clicks. I know guys that have 100,000 people on their list can't get that many clicks. Guess what? Small list. With Charles, you just got lucky. No. Let's look at these numbers. When the list was small, look, 58% open rate, 30% open rate, 53% click rate. I mean, look at this. List was 2,747 people using mass control, 55% open rate. 1,006 people clicking from a list of 2,700 people. I mean, I don't know about you, but if you look at these numbers, they're fairly consistent. You kind of have to ignore these smaller ones here, but go up to these bigger ones. I mean, this is general marketing list, 18% click rates. I mean, I know guys that would kill to have that. I know guys, like I said, to have 100,000 people can't send you 1,000 clicks. That is the power of mass control. Frank Kern's persuasion. I've already started using that. And I can just tell you, it absolutely rocks. Man, mass control rocks, Frank Kern rocks. And guess what? The best thing is, he just pretty much gives you cut and paste campaigns. You don't need to think about it. I just do it. I do it and to make money. I built this nice little, what I call the cult of Charles. There again, you look over here. Email list that was built in 2006. There again, still getting extremely high open rates. 7% open rates on a list that is very old. And better yet, who cares about opens? I'm more concerned about the cash. 7-day period, $2,449 from woodworkers. This isn't internet marketing stuff. This is woodworkers. Now, that's how powerful this stuff is. All you have to do is use it. You can be the super cool guy in your market. I am. People love me. I get emails from people going, Charles, man, I just love you. My emails, it's just insane. I got into the Apex Elite by using super cool tactics. I became one of the top ClickBank sellers by using mass control, super cool tactics. Frank Kern stuff absolutely rocks. If you don't have it, get it. It's an investment. You get it, you try it, you make a bunch of money. Now, FTC disclaimer. My results may not be typical. You may get it and sit on your ass and do nothing. You probably won't make any money. But guess what? Frank Kern stuff works. All you have to do is use it. This is Charles. Talk to you later.